What's going on, guys? It's Avery. Today I'm going to show you the perfect way to make piano melodies in FL Studio. Okay, so I would open up like either Nexus or whatever your VST of choice is. I choose something that's very clear of a sound that you could really hear your melodies. So I'm going to start with a Nexus piano. Most of you have this if you have Nexus. Most producers do actually have Nexus, so we're going to start with something. So if your grid is not set to 1/4 beat, do that. So you want to go up here to this top corner, click it, go to snap. Obviously I'm set at none. You don't want that because it's very hard to make the melodies with it. I go to 1/4 beat, okay? I zoom in, I hold control, and I scroll with my mouse. Alright, so you're going to see 4 places you can put your notes. Now keep it close eye on that and just have your metronome on, start playing. Dun, 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 dun. So it's pretty fast, so I would start at like 130. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so I start with a bass note. At either the 3rd or 4th octave, usually it doesn't matter as much. So I'm going to hold this 4 measures, so it's going to go. I like that length, so I'm going to start pasting down. Now, I didn't want it to be as long as the last note, so I'm going to shorten it a little bit. Okay. I like that. Okay, so now I'm going to press Control B. Now I pasted it down. Next thing I do is start building it from the bottom up. So I'm going to start adding in shorter notes that are higher pitched just to give it more of a little melody. So this is going to be 2 little bars long. And just find the pitch of where your melody should be. Right there is exactly an octave up, so I'm just going to mess around. I like that melody there, so I'm going to erase this half. I'm going to paste everything down by pressing Control B. Okay, now we're not done yet. So I'll edit some notes at the end here just to make sure it's not repetitive, so let's play it. I like that, but I think I want to change the key of everything. So I'm going to press Shift, and I'm going to press either the up or down arrow on the keyboard. This will change just the key of things. So now it sounds a little different. I like that, but I don't really like how, it sounds. I'm going to go into the mixer right here, press this up here, click it. I would right click on the mixer track right here, link selected channels to this track. That'll assign this here, whatever you're playing, and I'm going to EQ this. What this does, if you don't know, is that you have the option to take out frequencies that you don't want, and some of them are really not necessary. So the way I do things is I kind of take a little bit of bass out automatically by just dragging this down. Okay, so instead of just all at once dragging this down, 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 like a lot of people do, and I used to do this, is I crank up each band. This is a band, and with my mouse I'd scroll down while I'm selected over it, and I can make it wider or shorter depending on how much I want to cut. So I'm going to crank this up, and I'm going to move this around, and I'm going to hear frequencies that should or shouldn't be taken out. So what this will do is that, let's say it sounds like this. You see how that's very squealy and things like that? You want to lower the volume on this frequency right here. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show you. You just bring it down. And I'm going to repeat with every other one. Okay, so I don't know if you notice the difference now, but I'm going to compare what everything sounded like before I EQ'd it. So this is before. There's a lot of bass in there. Now I'm going to play my EQ'd version. There's a lot less bass and clutter in this one, and it might be lower volume, so I would just turn it up a little more. And now you have all this headroom up here to start adding in your drums. And for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to add in too many melodies, just to show you the fundamentals on how I do it. So yeah, we got that done. But I'm going to add a little filter on here real quick. And I have a preset to go to half speed, which gives it, you know, a whole nother sound. But normally you go to momentary, well, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and then you go to half speed. Now it'll sound like this. Obviously it sounds really low, so I go back to my piano roll, control and then up arrow, you'll put it up another octave. So with this half speed on, it will sound a lot better. So we got that. I'm gonna start adding in drums. Shout out to J Cash for this kit. Great kit, my go-to kit. So I'm gonna start adding in hi-hats. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click on my sound, open a new sampler channel, it'll put it down here. Now trap hi-hats, you know, you'd see people going like this, like instead of pasting every one of these in, right click on it and fill each 2 steps. You know, that's basic one people do, or I like to do the Migos one, fill 4 steps. Now it's gonna go dun 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 dun. So it's gonna be like this. See, I like that a lot. So we're gonna go to claps, or even your snares would work. I'm gonna just paste these down. I'm going to paste down an open hat. Okay, now I'm going to add in a kick. Okay, so I'm going to find the 808. My personal favorites is Beethoven 808. And actually what I do is I copy this kick pattern. I right click on the sequencer on a kick right here, edit, and copy. Now it might be a little different in FL Studio 12, but it's not all different, you know. It's basically the same process, except there's might be a little bit of a menu change and things like that, since I'm using 11, right? Okay, so then I paste down this kick where the 808 is. It might or might not be on key when you paste it down right away. And if you don't have these 808s set to cut itself, you should check it off. So alright, so I don't know if you could tell if it was on key or not, but I can't. So I'm gonna bring this an octave up, and I'm gonna press Control up on the keyboard. You hear that? It's not on key. And a way to find the key, instead of like going to like detect pitch regions, I don't know if you've seen that, and going into Edison, you know, a quicker way is to bring everything an octave up on 808s and press Shift up or down to move the key up. And we're just gonna listen to see what is on key. Your ears should, you know, develop that. So I think it's, you hear that? Basically the same key as a piano. And I put it back down to its original octave. I'm just gonna add to this melody a little bit. I'm going to replace the second half with this first half right here. I'm going to delete it, and then I'm going to press Control B to paste it down. I'm going to add some crashes in. And if you need sounds, just don't be afraid to hit me up. I'm going to add in a little snare pattern. And that's how you do piano melodies, and really how you lay down your stuff in FL Studio. I'll have more tutorials coming up. Subscribe for more. Comment down below what you want. If you need sounds, tutorials, whatever it may be. This beat wasn't the best for tutorial reasons, but let me know what you want in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.